What can you say about this foreigner who is in a relationship with a Filipina, and this Filipina is separated with her ex-husband, and the foreigner told her that since she is separated, it's okay for him to find another girl because she is not his wife anyway. Once again, this man is full of mental trauma. When someone is dealing with mental trauma, mental pain, and mental suffering, more likely they are addicted to sex, especially men. Well, it's really obvious that this man has no respect for this Filipina girl. And at the same time, this Filipina is allowing this foreigner man to disrespect her. In a way, she is not fully a victim because she's allowing herself to be disrespected by him. Maybe she doesn't know her value, she doesn't know her worth, and she doesn't know how to respect herself. And that is why more likely she's allowing anybody, especially a man, to disrespect her and devalue her. Because why would you respect someone and value someone when you don't even value and respect yourself? In other words, this Filipina is lost in life, and at the same time, this man is also lost in life. Because it seems to me that she is addicted to pain, she is addicted to drama, and at the same time, this foreigner man can just easily control and manipulate her. Because when you're someone who doesn't know who you are, more likely people are able to manipulate and guilt trip you, and more likely will control you at the same time. That's what you call the law of attraction, meaning they attract each other. When this Filipina is carrying a negative vibration, and at the same time this foreigner man is also carrying a negative vibration, what will happen is their attraction will spiral, meaning they will attract each other because they are both negative people. Not necessarily that she is a bad person, it's just more like she doesn't really know who she is and she doesn't know her worth. When I become the next president of the Philippines, these type of men, this type of foreigners who are going to hurt my Filipina kababayan, just so you know guys, you are not welcome in my country. Because I will create a program of how I can make this Filipina become strong mentally, emotionally, and physically. I'm just so tired of this type of men, especially foreigners, because a lot of foreigners, they really think they can get away with a lot of things, especially when they go to the Philippines. And of course, a lot of Filipina really think that a lot of foreigners are good. They don't know that a lot of foreigners are bad, way worse than Filipino. Anyway, I'm just so tired of this kind of attitude from men, especially foreigners. Anong masasabi mo sa ibang AFAM na hindi kontento sa isang Filipina at si Pinay din alam na may jowa patuloy pa rin ang relasyon? So she's asking me what can I say about this Filipina who is in a relationship with a foreigner, and apparently this foreigner is also having a lot of relationship with other women, and this Filipina woman is aware that he is fooling around. All I can tell you about this Filipina, obviously, she is very insecure. She doesn't know her worth. She doesn't know her value. And this Filipina, she doesn't know who she is as a person because currently she is lost in life. And that's the reason why even though she knows that her boyfriend is having a lot of relationship with other women, if she's okay with it and she's tolerating that kind of behavior, that means she has no self-respect for herself. Because if she's confident of knowing her worth, her value, and have respect for herself, then she would not allow this kind of situation. And I believe that since she's very insecure, she thinks that she can get validation from this foreigner, even though this foreigner is already disrespecting her. And also, this foreigner is also aware that this Filipina has no self-value or self-respect for herself. Because the fact that she's tolerating him, that means it's okay for him to do such thing. And when it comes to this foreigner, obviously he is also lost in life. This foreigner is carrying a lot of trauma, anxiety, and depression in his life, and hence why he's having multiple women in his life. When a man is having a lot of relationship with other women, that means they are carrying a lot of trauma. They develop a mental trauma in their life that they haven't fixed or healed. And that is why their current action is related to their current trauma. When you carry a lot of trauma, anxiety, depression, pain, suffering, and hurt in your life and you haven't healed it, more likely you will develop or end up doing a lot of bad things or choices in your life. Because when you're doing things that are not good for you and at the same time you're hurting other people, that means your mental wound or mental trauma is really bad. So in a way, this Filipina girl and the foreigner are attracting each other. It's called law of attraction. They are attracting each other. The Filipina and the foreigner do not really know who they are because they're accepting or tolerating certain situation that it's not supposed to be good for both of them, but they're doing it anyway because when you are someone that is full of trauma, more likely you are addicted to pain, you're addicted to drama, and at the same time you're also addicted to sex. I've been scammed 4 times. Hala! Congratulations, and I'm sorry, but I am not sorry. You know what, foreigners, especially men in general, I would feel sorry for you if you get scammed once. But if it happens 4 times, then I would say you kind of deserve it. And the reason why I said that is often or most of the time when men attracts the wrong women, often they are the wrong men. And the reason why a lot of men tend to get scammed or tend to get hurt by Filipina or women in general is because these men are beta males. Beta males attract based on their looks, money, car, and their muscles. And beta males has nothing to offer except their material stuff. Women who attracts this type of men, which is beta males, are only after their looks, money, cars, and muscles. And that is why, or most of the time, often they complain on social media that women are wrong, but apparently they're not. And beta males don't have valuable to offer unlike alpha men do. And technically, beta males often have the mind of kids. Beta males like to complain and brag because these men have the mentality of being a spoiled child. When you attract someone based on their physical appearance, muscles, money, and cars, you would not last with this type of men, which is beta males. And most of all, this type of men don't have the best quality attitude. And the women who attracts beta males are also considered beta females. It is called the law of attraction. You attract who you are. In the Western world, there's a lot of beta males walking around, flexing their muscles, showing off their cars, trying to attract as many women as they can. And to these men, women are just a playground to them. And unfortunately, there are many beta males walking around attracting beta females. Now, listen to me, ladies, especially if you're a Filipina. When a man offers you money, show off his car, showing his handsome face, and most of all, flexing his muscles as part of his profile just to make you fall or be attracted to him, I would tell you to run away, girl, unless you are just like him.